All right. Let's see what other rock list looks like. City of Brass, Wall of Roots. I was not liking the Wall of Roots in these lists, the look of them. Genesis. Damn, that's some old school stuff too. Tried Natural Order too. MAC, Hiroshi, Emancio. I wonder if Natural Order would be good. I guess you would have to play Wall of Roots then. Natural Order for Verdant Force. What do I not like? These Bailoff look kind of bad. Looks like Retail just couldn't figure out what he wanted to play, so he just played it all. Three seconds into Scream, and somehow Rosie is saying, "To be fair though, plumber coming to fix a radiator in like 10 minutes. I'd expect nothing less from my chats. Yeah, do you intentionally pick only 2 old borders cards for your pre-modern deck? I'm working on it. Stupid Magic Online doesn't give you the proper borders. Is that a real brew or is it the Diznatio? Oh, incredible. Did not see that one coming. I played it. I tried it. It was atrocious. It was truly unplayable. Don't take it personally. So, how do we make this deck better? Play a few games with Paul's list and see what happens. But Yavi My Elder doesn't have like the old school stuff. Really does. Dude, Yavi My Ants. That card's a tiny bit of play, I think. 5-1 Trample Haste for 4. Accumulator about keep 2 green. The OG Delians. The OG, what's it called? There we go. That was kind of legit. I kind of want to build a deck more around Recurring Nightmare. I'm not sure how you do that. Sorry, Rhino, I'm just normal human. I'm just wrong about half the time. Crows and Tuskar seems kind of a little random. That one can maybe go. The format is like a lot of red decks and a lot of blue decks, in my experience. Also, one guy is blessing. Why is there one guy is blessing? Isn't that like, aren't you supposed to play like two guys blessing when you play guys blessing? Or I want to play more removal, but maybe you don't need to. Because of the deeds. Still playing Vendetta in a Dreadnought format. Nuffat can be good. It's non-black. Snuffat's pretty rough in a meta with all red decks. And it doesn't kill Psychtug. I don't think I'm gonna play Vendetta either. Genesis. I could get behind Genesis. I don't hate it. All wars without ways to discard it, probably, but please chime in if you have experience with that deck. Assuming not a lot of people do, but if somehow you do. Genesis is so good. Okay. Well, I guess that means I'm probably not adding more recurring nightmare. What about one Spirit Monger? I like the Scalpel's Crying. I'm gonna keep that one. Kind of play Spike Feeder over Ravenous Baloth. You can sack the Genesis with Therapy, plus none is playing the Weaver from Stronghold. Spike Weaver? Bone Shredder? Yeah, he had it in his sideboards. This is what people used to do was Oath back in the day. Spike Feeder, Spike Weaver, and Morphling. And one of the ideas was that all these creatures could sacrifice themselves. So you could always Oath every turn. But I think people right now in Premodern just do like Showa or something. Should you have main deck naturalize? Do I need to have like duress therapy and deeds? I doubt it, but damn, that's my favorite part by far about the DB account. Just get to play all the pretty borders. How good is Phyrexian Arena in the Rock? I had it in the sideboard of my white-black deck. There's a lot of disenchants in the main deck. But I guess you already have like Deed as a target. Best one for Premodern is it Urza Saga? I remember the Arena version. Oh, I just picked the first like pretty black border one I found. Yeah, I was doing the same thing, one of each of the cycling lands. I don't know if it's right or not. It's good with scrying, feeds the yard a bit. I'm gonna show you like that's like one version. That is extended though. All different. I mean, you see Bayou is legal, Wasteland is legal. As one of the 27 PT Sky one. I thought I was good player from Switzerland. Kind of like the only good player from Switzerland back then. He actually beat me in the Swiss. We played a really grindy game. He was playing 4 disc, 4 deeds, 4 natural order. And he had Verdant Force and Spirit Monger he could get. He had main deck that card for like you see the meta was like oh Subdruid and Illusions Donate. I mean, the place is a little weird who's playing River Boa because you can regenerate it. It's kind of weird to play a bunch of elves with a bunch of discs still. And probably Recurring Nightmare was not legal yet, or there's probably some cards that were not legal. Yeah, Living Wish in a meta of mono red sounds, or even the blue decks out tempo you. I don't get one guy's blessing. Seems like all too cute. I think Bone Shredder's sideboard makes sense because there's a bunch of matchups where it doesn't kill anything. But it seems pretty good in the right matchup. Naturalize. I wonder if you actually need naturalize. Best Widowed Wretch. Widowed Wretch was pretty good for him. That's another deck I kind of want to try. I want to try like Mob Black Zombies. That's the thing or not. That was one of my favorite decks back in the day. I played it in Standard at Worlds one year. Widowed Wretch, Graveborn Muse. I think Corrupt, probably. Probably need Corrupt. So Widowed Wretch might be rough against, or might be rough against Mono Red. Spike Feeder and Tabi. Black White. I did play Black White in Premodern. What's the proper symbol? None of these symbols are the real OG symbol. Is that Stronghold? Maybe that's the one. I might just try his version as is. Do you think it would be a cool series to do pre-modern matches, but you get to add a 1 year card, proper restricted to con for buyers to see how different it would look like Gray Merchant would be funny in pre-modern? Doesn't sound like that great to me. I feel like if you want to do like series like that, there's so many better things you can do. I think one cool stuff would be replay Pro Tour formats. Cabal Interrogator in the sideboards. I like that card. I was talking about it the other day. One of the larger pre-modern events I was at had a side event where they allowed enemy color fetches. Yeah, they could fix the balance for that. That could be a cool thing to do instead of adding a rant like a cards. Just add a few lands. Yeah, I don't know why there's one guy's blessing in his deck. Maybe he really likes the art. It's like anti-reanimator card, like you can shuffle back their cards. It's like a little graveyard hate and late game. I don't know, maybe you can self-mail? This card is putting a graveyard from your library. Yeah, I don't know. So, auto win against oh, there's Brain Freeze. To counter Oath. Doesn't really counter Oath. Yeah, maybe Brain Freeze. Maybe he just lost a match to Brain Freeze is like, well, that's kind of free. Okay, so what did I cut so far? I cut the Vendetta and added Genesis. Vendetta. Don't really want to play. I didn't hate playing for the rest. I feel like they make your therapies better. Then I guess we have the whole mana issue, the heinous mana issue probably. So we have two colorless lands and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 14 sources of green. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13 sources of black. Oof. I guess we can't really play Spike Feeder. Even Elder is like almost sketch. Maybe you just play more Explorers. Mono doesn't use the mana super well. Blue decks get to gush and stuff. It's a nice thing about the white black deck. You get to play Eternal Dragon to fix your mana. You could play like one Wall of Roots maybe. Like one birds, one Wall of Roots. I don't love the card, but probably pretty happy to draw the first one, honestly. Your deck's pretty mana hungry. So many weak cards, but like is Hermit even good against anyone in the format? But you still need to kill people eventually. Survival, yeah, I mean survival is way different deck. I kind of want to play all four copies of Ravenous Rats too, and a second recurring nightmare. Private number. Give me a sec. Damn. I got guts. I got super guts. Um, Spike Feeder is a bit better with recurring nightmare. Do people really play these mill decks? One of the worst against replenish. Just play the blessing in the sideboard. One feeder, one Balos, sure. Yeah, Balos had damage on this. I mean, same for Spike Feeder, though. Probably just best to just start jamming some games and see what happens. Get a feel. It might just be like kind of a worse version of White Black in some ways. Hello, Heretico. We have enough against our red decks. I don't know how this deck plays out against red at all. The meta has a lot of reds. Feels like you're trying to do too many things right now. I'm trying to have a bit of a magic rehab, so I've been a bit absent, but I miss you guys. I'll hope that's going well for you. It's good to like, you know, reevaluate once in a while. What matchup that you Spirit Monger? I don't know. I copy the list, trying to figure out what's good. Fetch lands, you get the allied color fetch lands, but not opposite colors, because they didn't exist at the time. Play Withered Wretch in the main. It's like not a easy card to cast, but you could play Grand Coliseum if you want better mana. Yeah, I haven't played these cards in a while, so I don't know which ones are good, which ones are bad. But it does seem like you could use more life gain, maybe. In general. Yeah, Heretico. I have a hard time getting going something. There's so many distractions and stuff. Most rock players I see usually drops for a manga after playing the deck a bunch. Okay. Also not that great. It was Recurring Nightmare. Alright, let's try and fit. Since I added a second Recurring Nightmare, let's try and fit a few more creatures. And I may just not play that Skeletal Scrying. Then Wall of Root's good there. Yes and no. It speeds you up, but you're playing Pernicious Deed, so Soul Lockhort's playing mana sources and then sweep them away. Skeletal Scrying is good. Well, obviously I love that card, but I'm trying to make the deck a little more cohesive and lower to the ground, I guess. Could cut like stuff like Furnace. Could even cut some of the removal spells. Rob Gladiator, yeah, that deck was awesome. I don't know. Yeah, I know they play white green Enchantress in Premodern. Maybe the mana's like not good enough for 3 colors. Maybe is Frantic Search legal? I'm not sure. I'm not sure why people don't play that. I'm not sure what's legal, what's banned. Not super familiar with the format yet. Well, at least one wall of roots. How many lands do they usually play in these rock decks? Oh, City of Brass. He's not playing Dust Bowl or Volrar Strongholds. Two Genesis, 4 Bailoff. Bottle Gnomes, Hidden Gibbons. I mean, Spike Feeder is all tough on the mana. And Bottle Gnomes, kind of a better block here. Maybe Spike Feeder is just silly. Love Bottle Gnomes. Corpse Dance. That used to be the ultimate technology against the red decks. Corpse Dance Bottle Gnome, just unbeatable. Before they made all these cards where you couldn't like gain life and stuff. Tropical Enchantress. Okay, so it does exist. Yeah, Cloud Fairies, Frantic Search, Trade Route, Sylvan. Yeah, I don't know why people don't play the Wards of Wind stuff. I'm sure there's a reason. I mean, the may just all clunky and the mana's bad. And I mean, when I played the deck, let's see. Oh, never mind. I guess the mana was atrocious. All the cards are legal. Oh, yeah, I had 4 Wall of Blossom in my main deck. It was so funny. So I wasn't qualified for the Masters. I had to win the Gateway. They called it the Gateway. It was basically an LCQ. You had to win like 5 or 6 matches in a row. Wait, didn't they have a Warship in the main deck too? In the sideboard. But yeah, basically in the Gateway, everyone was just playing mono red. I think I played against mono red like 4 out of 6 rounds or something silly, and I just said like I think maybe I had worship in the main, and then maybe for the masters I changed my list a bit because I didn't expect as much red. But yeah, like four Wall of Blossoms main deck. I think maybe I had worship main deck. Mono white Tron control was 4 decrees. The Tron lands are illegal. It's like a lot of Eternal Dragon being cycled too. No, I got distracted. Oh yeah, we said Wall of Roots. Did I ever add the one Wall of Roots? Misty Times. Yeah, I mean, do we need 3 plagues and 2 infests? And infest is hard on the mana. It's a lot. Goblin's pretty popular though. Not sure. Oh, it kills Enchantress, but we have Plague for that. And I guess it's pretty good against Mono Red, but you have your own creatures. Infest seems all silly to me. Ah, we're getting close. One more cut. Maybe I'll cut an Elder. Kind of love that cards. But I'm worried about not being able to cast it on curve. It's pretty good with therapy too. What did we say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 14 sources of green. Plus Wall of Roots, plus Wall of Blossoms to cantrip, plus Explorer. I don't know, maybe Wall of Roots just makes the deck tick. Kind of like the Ravenous Rats aspect though against... Still decent against red. Maybe Recurring's just too slow to get going. You just want one for the late game. Why no Sylvan? I don't know, good question. Deed, I guess. You're already a bit of a slow deck. Could have it in the sideboard if there's matchups where you board out the deeds, but there's probably no matchups where you board out the deeds. Could play Sylvan over Skeletal Scrying, maybe. Alright, I think this looks pretty good. Let's try it. Let's try and keep track of, like, if the Carless lands are good, if the cycling lands are good. Lots of stuff to keep track of. I'll be right back. Oof. Lots of mana. Random therapy. Alright, at least I can cast my spells if I draw them. Yeah, I agree. It is kind of weird not to play the first Sylvan Library. It's such a strong magic card. You even have a few ways to like shuffle. Looking at the memes channel. Need to check if that code is still good on Ultimate Guard. I feel like it might not be, even though they told us it would be good for the first half of 2026. Oh, mirror match. Well, at least it's a slow matchup and I'm not gonna get ran over. The resting a Cabal Therapy is not like the greatest feeling in the world. Curse Scroll? Curse Scroll no lands. Alright. Interesting. Interesting keep. Ladar always Curse Scroll. Duress? It's like some, I mean, clearly some kind of aggressive deck. Maybe it's like mono black aggro splashing for naturalize or something. Oh, it's Pucks. Funeral Charm against my hand of Tusker Yavi, my elder. Opponent might be in trouble. Yeah, I should cycle Tusker first because they know about it. Oath Pit. Oh, it's an Oath of Druid deck? Pit as in bottomless pit? Confirm does not work right now. Okay, I need to change that. I need to get rid of that commands for now. Thanks for trying, dude. Appreciate it. Dave's like, I just ordered 200 dollars worth of stuff just to test it out. Chatbot, timers, UG discount EU. All right. All right. What's the best play here? Could get the deed in play. Like decent use of my mana. I finally had success auto-dating the challenge with my hybrid goblins with 4 worms in sideboard and cup. Yeah, because worms counts your own spells, right? Damn, that is like ultimate tech in the mirror. I don't know, YouTube chat is like pretty kind of popping. I guess a bunch of people player. New frame forest gap, please. Oh, you're solving it. Never mind. Master in the Sea. In your opinion, is the Rocket deck competitive enough in pre-modern? I don't know. It's my first time playing the deck. Trying to pay attention to poor YouTubers too. They should give us old school. Yeah, I've never played old school. Probably will give us old school at some point. Why wouldn't they? Is pre-modern an official stuff? I mean, Wizards doesn't run like big pre-modern tournaments, but people do. Tournament organizers do. Worms is only Oppo? Really? I thought the Worms was anyone. Oh no, you're right. I hope I don't. Yeah, probably not Oath. Oath put a powerful Ravenous Rats into play. GG. I think they saw that Skeletal's crying now. Last time that Therapy already had it. I lost track. It's fine. Oh, they did not know about it? Oops. Can't imagine I can ever lose that game after that start, but who knows? All it chose Recurring Nightmare anyways. Is that the Ravenous Rats. So I guess if I cycle Tusker, they can eventually get my Skeletor's crying was a rat either way, so. Hercules, thanks for the 7 months. Appreciate the support. I took Smother over Tusker? Oh. You got me. Good enough for me. Good to be able to use my Twitch from on Mr. Hat. That's the spirit. Love to hear it. I have my own Cabal Therapy. Not sure what I'm supposed to name though. Do they play stuff like Edicts and stuff? Edicts? What could they play? They're not gonna be playing Pernicious Deed. Or are they? I'll call up the herd. Well, let's get rid of that. Ooh. Hermit or Bailoff? Just Bailoff. You want me to name something was my wall was therapy? Oh. Dust Ball, yeah. There's one. The color mana is not ideal in this deck, but yeah. Could be better than like Volrash Stronghold, or could just be worth playing. Either way. Alright, take the 4. Was gonna play Tusker, but since I have one card left. Oh, that's pretty cool. You just like discard their whole hand and then you kind of get a 5/5 for 2 mana. Play a low resource game. What did we see? Okay, Bone Shredder seems good. Maybe Naturalize an Uktabi. Mother. My own discard spells seem kind of bad. Probably just mostly gonna trim that. Mother, Shredder, Naturalize. Do I need Uktabi? Probably not. Blessing for cantrip. Withered Wretch. Wretch for Call of the Heart. I mean, I have Wall of Blossom and Deeds and stuff. Call of the Heart's not a very scary card. The matchup in general seems... Withered Wretch is so hard to cast in the early game is my issue. Just gonna cut 3 discard spells. They're taking their time out. They're double queuing or something. I don't think so though, but great hand honestly against discard decks. I think that's kind of nice. The only bad thing I guess is double wall against therapy. If they have duress therapy, I'll lose my entire hand. At least I get to make my land drops. Hopefully draw like maybe my Elder or something. Alright, no turn one duress. Okay. Hey, walk. Arena. Can draft on Arena next week. Hmm. Not sure. I think discarding one of the two creatures is what makes sense. Because of Nightmare. Wasn't sure which one though. Kind of playing like a bit of a similar strat, except my strat just goes way over the top, I think. Could have just like kept the wall and discarded a land, and discarded a swamp, and then just win a wall into Elder instead of getting fancy with Nightmare. That might have been better. Oh, it's your friend from local events. Can you tell him to play a little faster? Ah, he's a rookie. Okay, fair. Fine, fine. I'll stop being a jerk. Never mind, they do have the like top end stuff too. Alright. I heard this somewhat playing a mirror. They just had like random curse crawl, and a lot of the herd's not that bad in the Monarch Psych Tug meta, probably. Yeah, discarding that Will of Blossom was a big mistake. Being super punished for it too. When I use the ability. Silly question. I've never noticed that right now. Thanks for pointing it out though. Why not survival? Just different deck. Pretty different deck. Let's see. I can take up to 9. It's probably worth it. Oh, I do that. 3 cards left. Alright, let's play the Hermit first, I guess. Alright, it pumps everyone. It's funny. Maybe I won't pay the Yakko then. It's not gonna pay the Yakko and try and draw a Pernicious Deed. I guess I could cycle now, actually. 6 cards in the yard. What about you, my friend? Are you paying the Echo? Curse Crawl, just playing into Deed. I'm gonna die if I don't find that Pernicious Deed, though. It's probably a fact. Alright. Well, let's see what I draw first. If I don't draw a Deed, I might just block differently. Okay, I did draw Deed. So let's just soak up max damage. Even if Cabal Therapy to get rid of their last spell. Alright, it's the Tempting Worm. So they have a Call of the Herd, a Treat Up Village. Could wait till combat. I'll take 2 from the Curse Crawl. Alright, time to not misclick it. That seems pretty hard to misclick. No damage from Curse Crawl because they have Call of the Herd in the yard. Nine mana. Nine mana. Right, let's go Wall plus Tusker then. I can cycle my maybe I'll make butter using the Wall to cycle. Just do it on my turn. Seems GG. I agree. I'm incredibly far ahead. I do have my two late game cards in the yard though. My one of Recurring Nightmare, my one of Skeletal Scrying. My opponent has Skeletal Scrying in his deck. Can maybe still win. I almost saved Bone Shredder for maybe a Hermit. Let's see what I draw. BDM? Why BDM likes... Why does BDM like Frozen Tusker? Who doesn't like Frozen Tusker? Free Power 9 format, go back to Route 7 TG. Alright, that's probably one of our better matchups. Just same deck as us, but less top end and less card advantage. Oh, it looks like anyways. Maybe they got unlucky, but yeah, the tempting worm didn't quite cut it. Toothy. Toothy 100. That hit it, Chico. Gonna be a pretty short stream today, by the way. I'm gonna go and see my mom a little later. Got to go exchange my Christmas gift to you. Or no, it was my birthday gift. What should I play tomorrow? Should I play some leagues? Should I play the standard challenge? I don't think I want to play the modern challenge. I could though. I could do standard, see what happens going to modern. Is there the cube on arena? Is that fun? Nah, the lowering cards are like next Tuesday, right? Today's? Yeah, what time is it though? It was good timing when I was in the US. Yeah, no, 10 p.m.'s like no good for me. Just the worst possible. Okay, maybe I'll do Cube either tomorrow or Sunday. Also, next Monday, Tuesday, like the 2 days before the new set comes out, are always like kind of the worst. So that could be something fun to do. Does Spell Snare become legal in standard tomorrow? Oh, on Magic Online? Good question. It does. They do that sometimes, right? Uh-oh. Hippie? Damn. Damn, I guess I'm not even gonna bother with Skibble Therapy. Or should I? Dang, it's hippie. I kind of just want to save the card. Not sure how I'd be turn on hippie. That's probably one of my better cards. Yeah, mono black aggro Carnophage. It's kind of gas. A block in case he has like another hippie. If he has nothing, it saves a lot of damage. Just hitting all my best cards. Wall of Roots and Elder. That's the two cards I wanted to keep. Not very good against Curse Crawl, but he did have another hippie. That would have been nasty. Damn, that was a nut draw. Wow. He drew a Swamp probably if he's doing that. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad I didn't cast that Therapy. That worked out for me. Can't even when it was a deed anymore. How much damage is that? 8. I need to draw Pernicious Deed, and then I need to draw an answer for Hypnotic Spectre. Yeah, I mean, they had the nuts on the play, and I mean, it's kind of just it. And they got lucky was the discards on Hippie, too. Oh, she drew it. I mean, Dark Ritual would have been fine too if it wasn't Dark Ritual Hippie. Like if they went like Shade Carnophage, like that would have been kind of fine. All right. Shade is what? An insect? Spell. Pretty sure it's an insect. Insect Shade. Alright, Smother good, Uktabi good. Not sure what else they play. I don't know. That'd be yes if it was. No, Spectre, yeah, I was gonna say. Do they care about graveyards? Only there was a way to find out. That's not the list, though. There we go. We found Intuko Shades considering a Negator. Adrids? Oh, that's different, though. It's different. Isn't that good for you that you get to sell your ticks? Sounds like I'm helping you. I'm gonna do what I did last game, I guess. Cut that furnace. Do I want bottle gnomes? Probably not. Do I want naturalize? Probably not. Alright, no turn on hippie, please. Hey, pre-drag. You should play pre-modern pre-drag. You'd love it. You can play like the dirtiest decks. I've been testing shrines for worlds and that the deck felt good. Is there any place where I can find a list? I mean, I played like 5 games with it or something. It felt like okay. I lost with it though. I lost to like our lessons deck. Um, I mean, it was just like the lessons, rampant growth lessons, bunch of shrines. It was pretty straightforward, and then some sweepers. But it's probably not very good. I don't know. Maybe I'll revisit. Maybe I'll play a couple games with it. The next PT. I don't like the formats. Been enjoying it a lot. Might do is the fact that I was like doing a decent bit of winning so far. With a white lag deck, that never hurts. Alright, you did play a few flags. Yeah, you told me. Lake of the Dead. Black Knights? Damn. No, that's old school. Dude, the art on Black Knight's so nice too. Two first strike protection from white. Any bad moons? Before Blood Moon, chat. Before Blood Moon, there was Bad Moon. Wait, Blood Moon's pretty old too, actually. Which one came first? I think it's Bad Moon. Isn't Blood Moon from one of these weird, like, horrendous sets? Ugh. Yikes. Does Boulder Lake of the Dead? Blood Moon is from the dark. Yeah, I knew Blood Moon was like from one of these. Ah, there it is. Pretty art too. Just from our fars. Yeah, First Strike's pretty good against a bunch of Hermit tokens. 3 cards in hand. I even kill like 1 Black Knight. I guess I can race. Maybe. CGB played Bad Moon in his white black deck in his first PT and then ran into him in mono black alone. Yeah, it's all black creatures. Same for Crusade, right? Alright, no rush, I guess. Let's play the Echo. Are you playing fetch lands for a specific reason? deck finning. Maybe they play Skeletal Scrying. Not sure. We saw Dark Ritual, Hippie Shades. I'm sure there's a reason more than just deck finning. His Homeland's Mandated card was Macy Falcon. Wait, he played that PT? CGB? How old is CGB? I mean, there are worse cards. Looks like my opponent has presented a lock. Unironically. How do I get out of this mess? Should cast my spells, that's for sure. Guess deeds? I mean, I guess I'll just name Spectre. Just take less damage. Buy myself some time. Oh, my Ravenous Rats is a 2/2. Let's go. I have Nightmare, but only one. Hatreds. Oof. Maybe next turn I can get an attack in. They block Treetop and block a 2/2. They take 8, 10 damage. Might have to. Insulates me from hatreds. Do I have another one? Yeah. Lose a Treetop village. Lose a rat. They take 10, they go down to 9. And then I have lethal next turn? No, I have 7. Probably should though, right? It's not getting much better for me. Hello. Okay, well, let's say they have Bad Moon, that's free damage. Maybe I should do it for 5. This way they have a 2-turn clock. I can cast more stuff too. I guess I don't even need to do anything. They're just dying, right? They're just dying to my board? Maybe not. What are they at? 3? Well, at least they can't kill me with hatred, right? I can just sack the deed for free and then finish him off with Hermit. That was close. Hatred, hatred, hatred. Card's kind of scary. Don't naturalize? For Curse Scroll and Bad Moon? Does make my plagues way worse. Maybe I'll cut a plague and do a naturalize. Kind of hate having cards like naturalize, but just don't have great options, honestly. They could have Arena in their deck, yeah, that's true. You already have all the. It's my DB account, my Daybreak account, kind of God account, so it's all my cards. But on my OG account, I probably have like some of that stuff, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Plague does seem good against Nantuko Shade, really good. But they're mulliganing to 4? Oof. Lake Up the Dead seems so greedy in a format where Wasteland is legal too. I don't know, maybe go turn 1 hippie and hit my smother. That's a little less scary than turn 1 hippie. I mean, they probably don't have a spell, right? They mulligan to 4. They're probably gonna go like land shades. Kind of don't want to duress. They could have therapy, I guess. They could have kept duress therapy. Yeah, land shades. Makes sense. Go read. Yeah, I mean useless, but yes. Just gonna die to duress into shades. I'm gonna draw my naturalize and gonna lose because it's not a plague. I think it's okay to be not efficient on mana, just to play the wall first. Could take it one time. They do have a bunch of free mana spells though. Guess I should block. It's really bad if I don't block and they do a free mana spell. Maybe they drew duress. Oh, that was worst case scenario. They drew a 2-mana spell. A solid draw though. Stronghold's pretty nice too. Stronghold, Wall of Blossom kind of gives me time. I'd have a Scourge. When you cast a creature spell, sacrifice that creature. Oh, they got all too excited. I was gonna say at least they can't like, at least Hippie is not as good for them anymore. They just played Hippie anyways. Uh, I mean, it's just cast a Hermit, right? Killed him pretty fast. We don't even lose to like Hatred anymore. Just flashback and Edict, right? They kind of have to keep the shades. It's all scary. Now they can hit Rip Hatreds. I'm not sure there's much I can do about it. I'm gonna just take a draw step here. A Discourage. I mean, it would have been good. Always forget it, yeah. All that was good. Alright, nice. We got some damage in. One for two. That was close. Mulligan 2-4 almost got there. Smother's a good card. That Edict was pretty sick too. Cheap removal. It's even good against like Tug and the Dreadnought deck, some of the like non-aggro decks. Just mostly bad against like Replenish. These ravenous rats are a little underwhelming sometimes. You can see why most people don't play them. Yeah, I mean, you just have to play more Recurring Nightmare if you're going to play these Ravenous Rats. Tank Master with Squee as an emblem. Who's my emblem? Birds of Paradise. What's up with pre-modern players? And I guess they were probably just in the queue and doing something else. On the draw, add the rest, Ravenous Rats, and Skeletal Scrying and 25 lands. I think it's a keep. Good draw therapy too. I'm like basically over half my deck are good draws. Gush, Turbulent Dreams, Squee, Zombie Infestation, Squee. Against my Pernicious Deed. We can't cast it. Do they have some kind of combo, or are they just like control-ish deck? Like just some kind of control deck, but maybe there's a combo somewhere. I mean, that zombie infestation might just be the biggest brick ever. But it might also kill me if I stall on lands. And they draw swamp. I'm just gonna play it safe. That's oh no, it can target me. It's nasty. Did not use ability either. I have a feeling I'm not gonna draw lands. Reasonable, no land in my top 10 cards. A realistic outcome. Or duress or therapy. Hey, let's go. Damn powerful deck. Discard Squeeze to hand size. Get it back. Sick. Orbit Squeeze. I might be locked. Oh. So it cost them one card, I guess. One card for one card right now. Four-bit squee. Alright, Ravenous Rats. Just discard squee. Oopsie. Beat downs. Let's go. Need to find therapy. Therapy will be really good. Oh, I just cast one spell per turn, so just not gonna do anything right now, I guess. Ugh. Blue-black control good. I don't think it's especially good, but it's decent. Like Psychotog is a thing. Two squee. Their deck is I would assume a worse Psychotog deck just because I've never seen anyone play that version with squee and stuff, but it's mostly the same cards. Alright. Well, they probably have a counter spell in hand, but should I even play now? No. Just let them discard to a bunch of cards to hand size. I wonder if they're playing a one upheaval. I would assume they would. You're traveling with your baby on a plane for the first time. Oh, it's probably gonna be tough for your baby. The ear pain and stuff. I mean, the worst is when they're like two or three, right? When they can like when they kind of want to walk and stuff, but they're also too young to understand, and you might get lucky. A Kravikan horror? That's so cool. I mean, doesn't I guess I'll give whatever. And they're committed to the bit. the rest. All right, let's. Forget if there's 4 spike man league. And they're gonna counter that for sure. Maybe I shouldn't like play it for this much. Yeah, taking one of the deeds makes sense. I guess I need to bait was recurring nightmare. Get back a hermit probably. It's not even that great. We know that forbidden hand, so playing one more spell really doesn't accomplish much. Sideboard games should go much better. Not even sure game one is necessarily bad. Obviously, I was off to a really horrendous start. I think my keep was reasonable though. Maybe I should have just gone back Wall of Blossom. That's probably a mistake. My current does so little for me, it doesn't really advance my game plan much. I'm gonna trust they can win the game from here. Give them a little credit. Let's see. Graveyard Hate, Duress, Eight Guys Blessing. Maybe Naturalize. Cut the Ravenous Rats. And cut Chainer's Edict, I guess. Mother kind of bad. Could do Plagues for the zombie token. Is that a zombie too? It's a horror spirit. I have zombies though, zombie cleric. I thought it was the Tranquil Domain. Should I let them play first? Just to draw first a few times in this format. Yeah, I'll let them play first. But that's not a mistake. People are intense sideboarders. Should take more time than me to sideboards. It's no joke. No. I'll draw first. Oh no, Chalonzig's been converted. What have you done? Thanks for the 86 months. What a wonderful serenade from the lady robot. Oh, they shuffled. Wow. Must have been a lot of good cards. Ninja Man. A real one. Oh, look at that. I'll let them play first. They're missing their land drop. Let's go. Not sure which one I'm supposed to play first. The Hermit or the Elder. That Gush card is Bleh. Yeah. Why isn't there the name of the artist at the bottom? It's when you look at cards that are in the graveyard. Oh no, it does, but in tiny. Shame the artist. Mup. Oh, no, I don't know. I can't tell. Hmm. Alright, surely that's a good draw. Could name Forbid. Two counter spells, a Gush. Could name Gush, could name Forbids. They might not have 4 Forbids though. Could name Accumulate Knowledge. I think they're more likely to have a Gush. I don't think they play foil. I think they play foil. I think Gush is the most likely card where I did probably play 4 and let's see. Looks like they're all in on blue black. That's what I name Gush. Null deep. I want to have Psychotog. Null for my deeds. Okay. Um. All right. I mean, it would have been hard for me to guess. Let's try and push some damage through. Especially since we know that our turn's probably just going to be DA. Draw 4. Pretty good. Well, tardy to the party. They do have a DA in the yard. So I could shuffle their DA. But they're at 5. I'm just going to target myself. Put back like 3 threats back in my deck. I don't think they play Mana League, but you never know. All right, can you catch up? They could have Turbo on Dreams. That would be good for them. Still cause them a lot, even with 1 squee in hand. Do they have 3? They have 3 sweepers. All right, that makes sense. Too squee. It's tough. Okay. Am I ever drawing something better than that? Likely, but so if they put a token in front of Hermit, they need to make 2 more to not die. Right, not worth it, right? Oof. Bird squee. Bird squee. It's gonna let the Elder die. Let's have a backup Tusker. Oh, end steps, it's like all the time. Oh. I guess I messed up. I guess I was supposed to go for like just drawing a bunch of cards with my creature. I'm not really trying to push damage, maybe. Doesn't help that I'm just drawing all lands. Alright, I guess we got. Drew pretty horrendous both games. I guess I should just bring in the plagues in this matchup. A lot of Masticore too. Jeez. Like even drawing a treat of village this game would have been really nice. One of my like 20 lands was a treat of village. A little tardy. Looks like they have counterspell in hand. Oh nice, they didn't shoot my They didn't shoot my Hermit in response. Small mistake. Counter spell. Thanks, bro. I'll take it. Yeah. You just need like a little just need a little graveyard hate. Slow them down. Yeah, it's like a draw deed. But then I still need an answer to Masticore. Guess I should keep an edicts in a matchup. How good is Tide controlled in Premodern? I don't know. It's pretty popular. Just Tide in general. Parallax Tide in a bunch of decks. Hasn't been too good in my experience. Like some people even play the. It's probably not too good because people legit play the mono blue Dreadnought deck without it. Doesn't seem to be a consensus like the blue decks and stuff. I mean, I guess. No, never mind. I was gonna say. They would have to regenerate and deal 1 damage to it. I was gonna say if I draw deed, but they can just make tokens after blockers. Gone and tried it as well. Other than countering it. I mean, I've only been playing white black and I've been able to like deal with it. I don't know. Am I just dead? Might just be dead. You have discard spell. You know, if you have Seal of Cleansing in plate and the Stifle line doesn't work anymore, it's just Chain of Vapor. You can also just make land drops. I mean, it's obviously bad, but you can beat one tide if you're far ahead enough. And it's also like you have like some shitty cards in your deck. Like sometimes people just draw like free parallax tides and nothing to combo with it, and I don't know.
Headed to work, but needed to re-up. Thanks as always.
Yeah, Ted. Hope you're doing good. It's probably not easy right now, but all right, that's. Hope you're feeling okay. Premodern data from MTGO suggests the format has a serious problem. Tide deck as a whole. I mean, people might just be playing some bad decks still, though. Hang in there, seeing the boys in Farlow next week, so that's good. Okay, that's gonna be a fun tournament. A chunk of the Dreadnought community is solidly anti-tide. Also, we going to talk about the fact that Mock Fnatic decks have nearly the same numbers. Dreadnought is also probably the top deck on MTGO by a margin because of the rate slide Cease plays. Policy is black-white control. 1.8% meta share, 2.5% top 8 share. Let's go. I don't know. I mean, it's those. I mean, it's interesting, but it's also like so early in the format still. Like people are still messing around and all right, I have time for one more. My opponent doesn't play too slowly. Double queuing Premodern Holiday League contraption. Right. Well, I mean, that means they're playing mono red. Like the color in mana is not great, but you do have like a nice balance of early black and green cards, so you're almost always going to be able to cast something in the first couple turns either way. That does matter when you're playing like an even color mana base and kind of even color cards, that your early drops are also even colored. That lets you like keep more hands and stuff. I mean, that's bad sequencing. Kind of Wall of Roots lets me cycle Tusker into Swamp. That was bad. Yeah, I mean, pre-modern is gonna get solved pretty fast, right? Yeah, sure, I've gone Wall of Roots first into Wall of Blossom. Looks like they're playing a land still. Landstill also plays Counterspell, right? Counterspell, Sword. I want to name Counterspell as my hand. They might not have it though. They do. I have Havoc's Tide. And they have a Knowledge in hand and a Seal of Cleansing. Oh, and a Knowledge. Then they get a Seal, then they get to get all my lands. Not great. Alright, let's see. Let's see it. The stasis you play? Not really. Trying to prove my point that tide is manageable. That's cute. Get seal, no way to interact with seal effect. I mean, I could just seal their seal, right? They have to play a seal first. They're 11, chain plus propaganda. Is they're gonna take the blue cards? Made us silly. I'm expecting them to play the blue cards there. And the wall of Earth served me well. Alright, pick up the paste, Conant. Could have maybe Cabal Therapy the sword and save the rats. Seems fine. Oh no, their last card is not a sword. Never mind, I'm dumb. Okay, no, then that was good, obviously. For some reason I zoned out. Forgot they had played both already. Wall of Roots or Wall of Blossoms? Alright, Wall of Roots. Be too greedy. Problem with Deed is they just have Seal of Cleansing. Do have two though. Maybe I should just do that. I did ruin Otter Tide. Oh, I'm glad I got back Wall of Roots for now then. Oh, bad factory to block. Got him. Wrapping Smother. Alright, I need a land. Might not have time to finish this match. Let's see. I guess I can be a little late. Yeah, the tight combo. It's like the way it rolls was the timing and stuff. It'd be funny if that Ravenous Rat's attack ends up mattering. So just get the one, or so I'll just get the one. What take a hit, I mean. Dust Bowl. Kind of sucks to play in Counterspell, but if I play Therapy, I'm going to play another spell this turn. I wonder what they're debating. Does their deck play Wrath of Gods? Ooh, it's nasty. That card's pretty cool. Didn't see a ton of play back in the day. I don't remember really casting that card much. Not sure it was an oversight or timing was wrong. Light shades. I didn't play Dig Free Time, yeah. Could have played Dig Free Time. I might stack the deed if they activate Factory to block. Like putting them down to 1 is really nice if I can. And they can't like mana leak. Guess another accumulated knowledge. Can play another deed. Alright. 4 cards, and I'm at 6. Tough one. Hmm. Gain 4 or gain 4? Guess I'll gain 4. Impulse and response? Is that stifle? Alright, put on ripping the counter spells. Therapy. Could have attacked with their Mishra here and forced 2 damage roadblock, so looks like they have something. Cutting Wish. I'm at 10. Kind of a tough spot. Or am I? You know what? I kind of messed up again. I should have. What I should have done is cast therapy from hand, and then probably sag the Ravenous Rats to Nightmare. Would have had an 0-1 Wall of Roots. It's kind of cool that Portent's one of the best blue cards too, one of the most played blue cards. Alright, I don't think I'm going to finish this match, especially if I lose that game. So how does it even work? Can only trade with one, right? They shuffle their library. I can like trade my bailouts for 1 Mishra. Might as well cast therapy, I guess. Do they even play counterspell? There's one. I guess I'll name counterspell. They do seem to be pretty heavy blue. Oh no. GG. Damn, not casting it in response. I could have named knowledge. That would have been kind of ridiculous though, but in theory. That'd be insane. Name the last because they shuffled too, right? They chose to shuffle their library. Alright, I think I'm gonna finish this game and just scoop. Because I gotta run. Deck was a little clunky for sure. Not super consistent. Probably need to choose like try to focus the little more. This one might slow these because grindy decks. I mean, one of the most played decks is just mono red slide burn. You know, aggressive mono red. There's goblins. We had a problem with late game versus blue decks. I mean, it was just a one game, and I drew a lot of lands. I drew a lot of lands, and I drew none of my special lands. Like, I didn't draw Stronghold. I didn't draw either of the cycling lands. I didn't draw a single Treat of Village that would have won me the game, probably. A little unlucky. I'm at 6 now. It is a recurring nightmare, indeed. So they can pump it twice. So good. Yeah, Chapin's Kickstarter's killing it, by the way. Not sure if anyone in chat ordered the book yet, but he just like smashed his goal like like 1 hour in, he reached a goal. I guess that happens a lot with Kickstarter, right? Either you do really well at first or you don't usually, I'm assuming. But it's still cool. Hey Ted, appreciate that. Looking forward to play a little more of. Alright, looks like. Alright, I think I'm just gonna scoop. Probably. I guess if I draw a land, I might be in business. Kickstarter for a book that is already written. I mean, I don't know if he's done editing and everything. No, I mean, he's written most of it. Does that work? I don't know. He was confident. Maybe there's a bunch of stuff that's not done yet. Good question. I never even thought about it. But yeah, the book's not until like not going to be out until at least June, I think. All right. Well, I'll be around tomorrow afternoon, almost definitely, and then Sunday, maybe late afternoon. I have a basketball league game at like 2, so I won't be home until like 5 or so. So I'm not sure. Maybe I just not stream on Sunday. We'll see. Dunk on them. We're playing. We're gonna get crushed. We're playing like the best team in our league, and we've already lost by a bunch to like the team we're playing. They badly beat some teams that beat us badly. There's like 2 orders of magnitude, but I mean it might be okay though, because like when we lost badly, we had 5 players and we have a couple new players and stuff. So we have one guy who's a coach, like who's one of the coaches of the club, and he started playing with us, and he's really good. So that helps. No shot clock. No, there's a shot clock. I mean, it's like loose because it's the ref that kind of eyeballs it, but there's a shot clock. Thanks for the tip, Maul. I'll keep it in mind. Yeah, no, it's always fun. Honestly, even the games where it was 5 of us and we got crushed, I had a good time. Just don't really care. It's been kind of a sweet game. Oh wow. I guess that's Stifle. Oh no, they don't have Stifle. I mean, I don't want to do the good old like one sample size game result oriented blah 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 discourse about Tide, but I got Tide twice. And just won a 20 turn game and stuff. I got to run. How do you do? Plus, I'm on the DB account. But yeah, deck was fine. I don't know. Have to play more. Maybe just play like a little more heavily green. Do the Wall of Roots Yavi My Elder thing that most people do, and then that unlocks your mana. Tusker was pretty good, honestly. See Tusker almost being better than Elder sometimes. What about two black guy who draws a Phyrexian? Sounds kind of mopey. But maybe it lines up well in the meta, I'm not sure. Seems so much worse than Wall of Blossoms. Yeah, Rager, now I know. Alright, I don't really have time to talk, but that was fun. We can definitely play more pre-modern. Or Spike, not many viewers. Looks like he's just getting started, probably.
I do think that the Grix Expanded base is pretty tough if you wanted to play all three colors. I do think the Arena Warriors have been good too.
Alright. Have a good one, everyone. I'll be on tomorrow. People who want to hang out. Take care, everyone.